Welcome to this week's episode of NTV Seeds of Gold, Uganda's leading farming show. Proudly brought to you by Bukola Chemical Industries Limited and Youth Platform Africa in our Expert Opinion segment. Last week, we were in Arua at West Nile Foresters learning how to care for nurseries of different species.
We use this as the seed. Layperson's language, you call them branches. So it is from these that we get the seedlings. So you see they inserted in the middle. So we want the plant to develop straight.
Tonight, we are still here gaining more insight into shade tree nurseries. I'm your host, Sheila Nabafu, joined by Lamu on the other end. Let's get this show on the board.
This is where we raise most seedlings because the conditions here are a bit different. You can see.
So what plant is this?
This is the Apicilia africana, the one people have been fighting over in Izoka forest. It is one of the hardwood species.
And for our apiary enthusiasts, we've got something for you.
There's a lot of demand for honey. Few people now take sugar. Most people are now taking honey.
We now meet Simon, the manager, who shares further insights on the farm's work and progress.
All right, let's get into what other species that we have here at West Nile Foresters.
In this section, we have very many timber species. Especially here, we have musizi. It is called Myzosis mni, musizi, and it's one of the agroforestry species we have here.
How old is this?
This one is like is now coming to 5 months. We first raise them in these small pots like this. Then now we have changed them in bigger pots like this one.
How long does it take for them to grow big?
These ones take around 18 to 25 years.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a very good agroforestry.
Is that coffee?
That's colonial coffee.
Okay.
Yeah. This one is called Kaya Anthotheca. Mahogany is the English name. This is called mahogany. These are the young seedlings. These are not ready for planting. These ones have taken here like they have taken like 2 months.
2 months. How long do they have till they are planted?
Wow, in the field they take around. This is one of the trees that take a very long time in the field, around up to 50, 80 years.
Oh, so they can live up to that long.
Yeah, and they produce quality timber. But normally when you plant them around water bodies, they don't reach up to the 80 years or 50 years.
They die?
No, they grow.
More and more and more.
Yeah, ready for harvest. Yeah. Here, our people here, we have these people planting some of the things here. They've been planting thick, and here potting was done. It's unfortunate that today you have not got these people who
when
do
they are
that
potting.
when they are potting. But next time I think you will get them. Here they are going to do pricking. Pricking is the process of bringing excess seedlings from these pots here. So you prick, you get them from where they were sown like more than 2, then you bring them in these pots. So this is where they are going to do pricking. The variety we have here is called Calyandra calothasus. It's commonly called Calyandra. It is a bee forage, and people who also raise animals like goats, they also plant this because animals also eat. It's an agroforestry species. Yeah. So also for bees. It is not a big tree, it is just like a shrub. Yeah.
And this?
That is still mahogany.
Okay.
Yeah. And here we have Apicilia, it is yet coming.
This looks like they were seeds.
Yeah, these were seeds.
Okay.
These were seeds.
So what plant is this?
This is the Apicilia africana, the one people have been fighting over in Izoka forest. It is one of the hardwood species. And it is, they are just like, this is Apicilia africana, mahogany, they take almost the same time. Their duration in the field is always like the same. They produce quality timber. It is really getting extinct because of deforestation. People have cut most of them. Since it also produces a very good timber, people pay attention to destroying them. Yeah. We'll have some outside there. In fact, this is our factory. This is where we raise most seedlings, and these are just some of the representatives. We have those which are in the display. That's where now people take them to to their fields, because we don't take seedlings from here direct to the field, because the conditions here are a bit different. You can see the greenhouse here, though it is black, we call it greenhouse because it provides a conducive environment for green things to grow. So that's why we call it greenhouse. Whether black, red, green, still greenhouse. So these are some of the seedlings for this is white teak. It is called professional. We normally call them in botanical names. Like this medix, they call their tablets in those terminologies. We also call ours in our own language, which is botanical. This is called Gimelina arborea. It's a white teak.
So it's different from the other teak.
It is different. There are two types of teak.
Okay.
There's Tectona grantis, which is the one with big leaves, and there's this Gimelina arborea, which is called white teak. It takes a shorter time compared to teak. The real teak takes around up to 20-25. This side, yes.
Oh, this looks like bamboo.
Yeah, yes, this is bamboo. The bamboo we have here is not the ordinary bamboo. We have not the big one. This we call it metal type. This is the one for those of us who have crossed to Sudan. That's what people normally use for sometimes fencing. They use it for making some structures. Yeah, it is a multi-purpose. It is very good. We have a project where we are going to use this. It's called metal type. This is how they are planted, and we plant the root nodes just like this one. And from this stage, they come here. They sprout like this. They sprout like this. It's very, very useful. And we're introducing it here for the first time. Our people around don't have this. What they have is the other local one. It's a bit hollow. Inside it has a very big hole, and it's a bit weak. But this one, the hole inside is just very small, and it is for them they are a bit small but very strong. In some places like in Moyo, they don't use eucalyptus for roofing. They use these things. This other side we have Melissia excelsa. I said we are going to call them in botanical names, like the medix. Melissia excelsa, it's called muvule. This one, we are yet going to prick them. Pricking is that process of removing the excess seedlings. So this Melissia excelsa, muvule, it also gives hardwood. Okay, it is also hardwood. It gives quality timber. It also takes time, just like the mahogany and Aphyselia africana. Okay, there we said that was the factory, the production room. Now this is the display. From there, you first bring the seedlings in the display, and in the display, this is where seedlings get used to the field condition before they are taken to the field. If you bring seedlings from the greenhouse direct to the field, they may fail. So that's why we first keep them here. After getting used to the conditions in the field, then you take them to the field. So this is our eucalyptus. It is called the GC. GC means Grantis camadulensis. These are two varieties out of the local we have in Uganda. We have over 500 varieties. Now out of this GC, we have camadulensis, which is the white eucalyptus, Grantis, which is the red one, combined to give this product now. So the product is now called GC 796-2. Those are the series we have: 796-2, 796 without stroke, 550, 540. And it is for dryland areas. If you take this to central, it will not do well. You will plant it, it will stand well, but it will not give you quality pole or timber. And there's also GU, Grantis europhylla. From the central, if you bring it here, it will not give you good pole or good timber because conditions are, the agroecological zones are different. Here we have Grevillea robusta, one of the agroforestry tree species. When I say agroforestry species, that means when you plant this in your field, it will not interfere with your crops. You can plant other crops also there. Yeah, they don't interfere. In fact, they improve your soil fertility. Around 25, it takes around 25 years to give you a very good pole. And the trees, this tree, the type of timber it gives is very expensive. It is very expensive. Though it takes around 25 years, but it gives a very good timber. It's called Grevillea robusta. This is the other one we talked about, Musizi. It's called Myzopsis seminai, also 25 years. Agroforestry species, very good timber. We call this one Doviella scafra, K-apple. When I say K-apple, we also have mangoes like apple. We also have apple. This one is called K-apple, and it has thorns. This one is for security.
The tree and plant business sustains life, and it's part of why Uganda is known as the Pearl of Africa. With our good climate, there is every reason to protect it. On this farm, the team has gone the extra mile. Let's now head to the fruit section.
In this fruit section, we have so many fruits here. As we will move, I'll be mentioning some of them. Like from here, we have Theobroma cacao. This is called cocoa, one of the perennial crops we have here. We are just introducing it here. I think most of you people who have traveled to some parts of the country know how important cocoa is.
Yeah.
We have introduced it to West Nile now.
Nice.
Yeah, we have
There's so much of it.
Yeah, we have all the 3 varieties. Then on our left, we also have cashew nut. Anacadium occidentale. This is cashew nut. The dwarf variety, the seeds for this one are got outside the country. It's not within. It's not the local one, not the wild one. Because there's this other variety that grows very big like this tree. Very big.
We had them in Soroti, many of them.
But this one is a dwarf variety. It takes around 3 years for it to start in fruits. You know, our farmers this time they are impatient.
Yeah.
So if you bring for them some of those things that take a lot of time, you find sometimes they surrender on the way.
Are these mangoes?
Yes, these are now our mangoes. These are local mangoes.
Yeah.
These are local varieties yet. They are mixed up. Local mangoes. The purpose for this one is, one, there are people who want local things.
Yeah.
To give them. We have, like I said, there are local varieties we have here. 2, we do grafting. We do vegetative propagation, where we introduce those other good varieties also. Those other varieties that are seen in other areas. So we graft with them. So here we already grafted these ones. Now there are different varieties here. As you can see, this is now our apple. This is our apple mango.
This one.
This is our apple mango. One of the sweetest varieties. Now, what we did here was...
I can help you carry it.
Okay. Here, we have the rootstock. This is from the local. Which is the local. And I'm going to show how we do the grafting. And this is the introduced part. This is the introduced part. This is now the union point. So when you are grafting, you make sure
it has even already connected.
Yeah, it has connected. These ones, after removing these caveras, they'll just be ready. They will just be ready. Now here, anything that comes from this point is now local. This one is now introduced. That means you will be having this one only. If you remove everything that comes from this point. So this one comes, when it comes to types, we only deal with the 3 types here. We have the large canopy, those with the big crowns, the medium canopy, then the small canopy. Then after the types, we have many varieties. Like I said, that one was apple. This one is palma. And this one is palma. And here we have this one Kent. So there are very many varieties here. I was just trying to show you. Though they are local, no, they are grafted like this. They are not the same.
So the mango comes out apple or local?
It comes apple, the introduced part. If you introduce apple on the rootstock, which is the lower part, you will get apple. So here we have our jackfruit, Natocarpus heterophyllus, but local, but it has also other varieties there. And we have not started grafting this because our quality, what we have are still okay, and our farmers are still okay with them.
Is this soursop?
Yes. It is called Annona morcata. Annona morcata. This is soursop, brother heart. People like it so much here.
I was smelling the leaf. I'm like, what's this? Then I was like, oh, soursop.
People like it so much here. Here, this is
cashew nut.
Yeah, they are planting cashew nut. After getting the seeds from there, you heap them, you soak them for like for 12 hours. Then after that, you cover them with some kind of grass. When they start like germinating, that's when you do what? You pick them and put them in pots, because that way they will just take a very short time. Within 4 to 7 days.
But this takes longer.
Yeah, when they are planted like this, they take longer. So in the greenhouse here, these are some of the things they do. They also do weeding, because inside here, anything that germinates grows very fast.
Giving back to the community has its rewards, and wherefore hasn't missed out on that blessing. Free training sessions are conducted for local farmers, and we also found intern students gaining hands-on experience here.
We are going to graft mangoes, avocados, and citrus. Here we have the rootstock. This rootstock is from the seeds of our local mangoes, not now the improved ones, not the improved ones. These are our local, from our local seeds. After planting, it takes around, in the greenhouse up to the display, it takes around 3 to 4 months to grow at this size. Then after that, we do our grafting. We do the grafting. We do also mangoes. It can be any variety now. With the mangoes. Now this is what is introduced. It is called a scion. This is scion. This is a rootstock. We are going to join them in the process of grafting together, such that it becomes one plant, and what you will get will be from
from the one on top.
Then here, anything that comes from this point is called a primary. You remove them, such that you give time for this one to join with this one to give you that good yield. Now here is now going to do the grafting. This is the grafting knife. That's what we use for grafting. Because there's that principle where they're supposed to be they're supposed to be the same size.
On top of free training sessions, the farm also helps farmers with marketing high-value crops, ensuring they reap from their efforts.
We have government departments and agencies, and agencies like National Water and Sewerage Corporation. We have a project with them for 1 year. We are planting trees to protect the river that supplies a rural city. So we are planting trees like that to protect the water source, and also supporting surrounding communities to plant trees that actually help enhance the water quality and quantity within the catchment area. So we work like that. Sometimes we work with the departments within the district. There was Dr. D project managed by Office of Prime Minister. We did support communities in growing trees in Koboko, in Arua. Yeah, so we have some of those government programs. Even our Operation Well Creation, some time back, we supplied food trees. So we work with government departments and others. There are also some individual companies sometimes that come and say, we are a private company, we have this project, we want you to support us in growing trees. So some private companies also come and support us. But now we are moving more to focusing on individual farmers. So for our case, we are actually established in an estate where we can produce these things and sell together with farmers. We profile the farmers that we have, and then we'll be able to support them throughout and buy these things from them and sell them together. But recently we got some support from the Palladium Group, which is also a private company. They have a project called Climate Smart Jobs. So they have been working with us, helping us to building our capacity to reach out to more farmers. Their aim is to improve living conditions for farmers, but through agribusinesses.
Yeah.
They believe that because we are here, we're not moving anywhere, we can work with farmers and then we can support them. So they are supporting us to reach out to many more farmers to create jobs that help people get employment in the rural area, particularly some of the women and others.
Thank you, Lamo, for that engaging session with Dr. Bernard. There's a lot to learn, and it's clear that getting it right from the start makes all the difference. West Nile and Uganda as a whole is fortunate to have experts such as this. For our apiary enthusiasts and honey lovers, stick around, because in a few moments we will be featuring an exceptional young lady making her mark in the beekeeping value chain. Do not forget to scan that QR code on your TV to join the chat and connect with us. You can also catch us live on the Your TV app and more on the app. If you want to catch up on all the episodes, they've got you covered. See you in a few. From trees, we now move to an enterprise that thrives beside them: flowers and bees. Tonight, we visit Adakuru Winfred, CEO of Winnie Bee Enterprise Limited in Arua, who has found her place in honey value chain. Lamu, what do we have on ground?
Yes, Sheila, this week it's all about value addition, and we are still in Arua district for Seeds of Gold. I have an amazing, incredible lady right beside me. Her name is Winnie. We'll get to know more about her shortly, so stick with us. Winnie, how are you doing?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
How is Arua?
Arua is fine.
And tell us what you do.
Yeah, we basically deal in honey, peanut butter, simsim butter, peanut butter simsim added. We also do propolis. It's a beehive product, and it's more of medicinal. It's hopeful, like if you have toothache, if you have scars on the body, if you have body rashes, it all works on it rather than going to the hospital. Also, if you are more in kitchen, you can always have it in kitchen. In case you have a burn, you'll just pick that bee propolis and apply, and you'll be okay. Yes, we also do ginat, as in snacks, ginat snacks, simsim snacks. We also do cookies, and we also provide millet porridge for the community.
How do you recognize and use opportunities when they come your way? How do you make the most of your social media platforms? Winnie's story is one that will inspire you to take that step.
What inspired this idea?
Well, way back when I was still a student in Entebbe, that is the National Meteorological Training School in Entebbe, most people used to ask me honey for free, because they know that the best honey comes from West Nile, that is Arua, and they would always ask it for free. So later on, I looked at that as a market opportunity. And I started bringing for them, not now for free, but I would charge them. So that's where the business idea picked from, and it really worked. So I looked at social media being my marketing center. People already there, and they knew that I had the best honey, and they would just give me a call. They would just ask for Winnie honey. In Entebbe, I have a name called Winnie honey. They'll ask, where is Winnie honey? They will just call me, and they give me the order. I get back in the hostel, I pick the honey, I deliver like that. And it also helped me in studies, so I was able to pay my tuition in time using the money for the honey. Not the capital, but I would use the profits, both for the honey and for the peanuts. Yes.
That's amazing. So how many years have you been doing this?
I am now over 8 years.
Over time, a good number of us have lost faith in humanity, but this story makes one believe that there is hope yet for mankind. Winnie was fortunate to meet Anna, someone who believed in her dream and gave her a start by providing capital in kind.
when you started this business, what was the capital? Like, if someone was to ask you or want to join or start something like this for themselves, how much would they need?
Wow, I didn't have any single coin. There used to be a lady called Anna who was into the business of honey, and up to today, she's in the honey business. I used to bring her customers. So now when I got that opportunity, I asked her, I said, Anna, my mother, why can't you give me 2 jerrycans of honey and I also become like you? She was like, it is fine. She gave me 2 jerrycans of honey. Those were 40 liters. So I went back, I sold, I gave back her money, I remained with a profit. The second time she did the same. The third time I was able to get a capital. So I would order from her with cash. Yes, that's how I started. I didn't have my own money. Yeah.
Okay, so let's imagine you didn't have that relationship with her and you had some money on you. How much would it take, ideally, to start? That third time when you went to order, how much did you need to order this honey?
That time, a jerrycan of honey by then was at 170. So that means it's a 340
for
that somebody needed for the 2 jerrycans. Then you'll go and buy the containers, and the containers depends on the size of the container and the packaging type that you need. Yes.
Okay. So is the honey almost still the same price now?
No.
Of course it's more, right?
Yes. Right now, a jerrycan is now at 300.
No way.
Yes.
So it has doubled almost?
Yes.
Wow. Why do you think it has doubled?
There's a lot of demand for honey. Few people now take sugar. Most people are now taking honey. Honey being medicinal. Yes, and the supermarkets, they need honey. In hospital, they need honey. Schools, they need honey. In the factory, people need honey. Yeah, so there's a lot of market for honey.
And it feels like there is no enough supply for it. There is too much demand, but there's less supply.
Exactly, there's too much demand and less supply. And also, you would still farm, like as me, I would have my own farm now, but I still don't have enough capital to own a farm. As for now, I depend on farmers that rear bees. I am there ready market. Those who are unable to market their products, I am able to market, and I am there ready market, and they don't need to suffer so long as they give me the quality that I need.
What advice would you give someone about getting suppliers? Because not everyone, like you said, can start their own farm, but this is a good business that they can start with if they get suppliers. What's the steps that someone can take to find the best suppliers for these products?
What I would always advise them is to take trainings as an advantage and trade shows. Yeah, when people come for exhibitions, always go and learn. That's where you will meet different farmers who have different products. And that's how we always meet our different farmers. Yeah. Okay. And you cannot fail to get the quality that you need.
Are there any challenges that you faced along the way?
Yes.
What are these challenges?
One is that we don't have our own transport. Now it is hard to reach our farmers. Before the farmer even reaches to you with the honey, and the revenue people believe that all the honey that enters Uganda comes from Congo. Yet we also have local farmers within our communities and far-reached villages where they are rearing bees. And now before this border reaches with your honey, the revenue people have already taken your honey. Before them getting explanation from you, they've already taken your honey. And by the time also you reach there, you find they've already exchanged. Someone also now takes the good one that you had and leaves you the bad one.
I mean, challenges do happen. Those are some of the challenges. But you're still in business, which means that something good is still happening, right?
Yeah.
Can we talk more about that? What have been the highlights, at least, of this business?
I am able to push my followers in school. They are studying. I am helping them. I also, before that, I was working alone, but now at least I have 5 ladies that I work with currently, and the other 4 people whom I bring them on the production days, like when we receive a bulk order for the peanuts, I call them, we come and do together as a team, then I pay them casually. Then the border borders, they've also got a chance of me supporting them because they are the ones that do delivery.
Do remember to keep scanning that QR code on your screen and tell us who you'd like us to visit next. Now on to Winnie's clientele. Lamu, do take us through Winnie's customers and what matters most to them.
When you talk about bulk orders, who are the people that are ordering these in bulk? Are they just individuals or are they organizations?
Okay, right. 99% of my customers are households. You know, many people now, they have run away from sugar. They are now on honey. Yes, honey, the peanuts, they don't want oil. They prefer pasting their food. They prefer eating bread with peanut, not Blue Band. They prefer organic things. Then also, I have retailers who buy from me, like the ready packed as you see.
Yeah.
They would buy this and they also go and resell. So I have to pack for them and put in boxes and send to wherever the person is, and the person also sells back. Yeah, sometimes the order can be bulky.
And they send it with your logo and everything?
There are those that want still my logo, but there are those who say, no, please send without the logo. Now I've put mine.
Yeah.
And another challenge that we've not yet done UNBS, but for them, they are able to do UNBS. So I send them without my stickers. They do theirs the other side. Yes. We actually don't only sell here in Arua or within Uganda. We also have other customers who are out of the country. Yeah, I have so many customers in Germany. I have those in England. Yeah, they are there. Yes. So, but the disadvantage is that now that we don't have our UNBS, we cannot send direct. But when they have their person coming to Uganda, they will call me. They'll say, Winnie, I have so-and-so coming to Uganda. Please give my honey to so-and-so, give my peanut to so-and-so. And that's how I deal with them.
So without the UNBS, you're still able to sell within Uganda?
Yes, I am still
but you're not able to sell outside
direct. Maybe within East Africa, because we usually go for also East Africa trade fair.
So let's talk about the prices. For example, if I want to go back to Kampala with honey, how would you sell these different ones? This is 5 liters, right?
Yes.
How do you sell the 5 liters?
5 liter, that one goes at 125.
125?
Yes.
This is
1.5 kgs. Yes. And equal that 5 liter is about 7.5 kilos.
Okay.
Yeah, if you put in wine scale. So I sold that to 125, and this one goes at 25,000, and this one goes at 10,000, and this one goes at 50,000. Yes.
Okay, those are quite good prices. And these are the standard prices for even the people you sell abroad, or is it a bit different? Do you charge Ugandans different from those outside?
No, I sell the same.
The same?
Yes.
Don't you think you would get more by charging them differently?
I would. That is, if I do the UNBS, I'll be so confident that my price is genuine, and they'll be able to buy that price.
Okay.
Yes.
Winnie runs her business with a focus on quality. She has clear standards and will not compromise. It is this commitment that has earned her an award and even recognition, which has boosted both her confidence and business.
How do you ensure that what you're getting is quality?
Well, I don't just get from anyone, anyhowly, but what I always do, I keep on monitoring them. We give them trainings, and before the harvest, they first test the honey if it is ready for harvest. And the moisture content of the honey that I buy is 17% blue. Beyond 17%, I don't buy, and all my farmers know that. Then also for the genets, I strictly deal with the local genets. I don't buy the hybrid. Yes, that's why our peanuts are always the best.
Winnie, what advice would you give a farmer out there, or an aspiring farmer, someone who's watching this show and also hoping to get into that business? What advice would you give them? Maybe you can tell them directly.
Well, what I can always tell them is to love what they are interested in, because without loving what you want to do, you cannot always make it. And to get into business, it doesn't need lazy people. Business needs people who are confident, who have the passion to do. Otherwise, if you don't have those, you would make a loss today, tomorrow you've closed a business, you've run to another one. And with agriculture, you can't go bad. It's always promising.
We are still in Arua and we're all about value addition. And definitely someone who is adding value to honey is Madame Winnie. And we are in her humble processing room, as she had mentioned herself. This is a place where all the magic happens. And we have an array of honey. I wish I could take all this home. I think this would be a perfect gift for family members.
Exactly.
If I just went back to Kampala and I'm like giving everyone, they would be so happy.
I will be happy too.
You'll be happy too.
Yes.
We'll see about that. We'll see how we'll work this one out.
We process the honey from this room. We get the honey with a honeycomb from the farmers. Unfortunately, you've come when we processed last week already. But this is what we have come out with after the processing. And one of the equipment that helps us is this. We sieve the honey using a double sieve. We rest it on the airtight bucket. As you can see, the airtight bucket. You always rest this on the airtight bucket. Then you put your honey with a comb here. Then it sieves, and it will take time for it to sieve. At the end of the day, you'll be able to get your liquid honey. And you don't package it immediately after processing. You leave it for about a week so that it is able to settle. So once it is settled, that is when now you can do the packaging in different containers. And once now we've packed, we always now have to seal it this. We have to put a security seal. And we still don't have that, they call it a heat gun. We don't have it. But what we always do is, we buy the seals like this. We dress it up on top of this, and we move it on the gas cylinder with a small heat. Then it seals. Yes, but otherwise we would be using a heat gun. But without heat gun, we can still come out with the best. Yes, and you can also see the end point in the bucket there. You would still want to open it, is fine.
Ooh, yes. That's a lot of honey.
Yes, behind you also there's a full bucket.
Ooh, that's a lot of honey. Look at that.
Yes.
Wow.
Then we also have these other 2 buckets which we've just finished to pack.
I wish we had more time to stay with you, Winnie. Maybe we'll come back and find you in a bigger place, doing bigger things. But of course, what you're doing is so amazing. And today, I hope I'll be able to support you, because people in Kampala are asking me for honey. They're like, Lamu, you are in Arua, you better come back with honey.
Exactly.
So I'll have to get some honey from you.
You have to. And even peanuts and sim and everything that is interesting here.
I do.
And likewise at the shop we have.
Thank you. Oh yeah, you have a shop. We haven't even talked about your shop.
Yes, we shall see it. The other side where you picked me from is where we try to burn a small kiosk where we are able to do a display rather than people coming up to here.
Okay. Now let's see how Winnie is expanding her reach. She recently opened a small shop to showcase her products and increase sales. It's a reminder that you too can start small and grow steadily.
Yes, Lamu, you're most welcome to our most humble display point opposite entrance to Arua Airport. Here we go. These are our nice, amazing products. Yes, there are different types. We have peanut butter.
It looks so smooth.
Yeah, this is peanut butter sim added. It's not only peanuts, but it's a mixture of peanuts and sim. So these are 2 in 1. Yeah, we also have this. Yeah, the sim. They are so crunchy, ready for eating. We also
how would you sell these ones, the small packets?
This small package goes at 1,000 only, Ugandan shillings. Then there's these crunchy peanuts.
It really looks like the local peanuts.
Yes, nice. Local peanuts. Very tasty and nice.
I want to talk about storage. You know, having good quality feeds comes along with the price of good storage facility and methods. So if you have poor storage facilities or poor storage methods, you're going to have poor quality. Even if you have good mixers, very food nutritionists of the highest caliber, you're going to lose, or we're going to lose it all. So for example, I want to show you, this is a bale. So when you look at a bale of pasture like this, it is heavy, it's about 15 kilograms. So this is easy to carry, it is easy to store. That is why you're seeing the pasture is green, even when it is dry. It is not yellow. Even when you see inside, it is not yellow. But when you keep it like this, now this is not nutritious. So dino lyebayite sanja mu Luganda. This is a sanja. And this yellowish thing you're seeing here, this one, this whitish, this means contamination. So the pasture has not just lost the nutrients, but it has lost everything it had in it. So my dear friend, if you want to keep your pasture well and you try to pile it in this manner and keep it here, that warmth that comes along, it becomes humus. So this is good for coffee, not for coffee mulching. It is not good for goats to eat. So the moment you want to become an expert, start with good storage methods. That is why you can crush this and you see this is not this pasture is not yellow. It's not yellow like this. It is kinda of green. So this one is very good. So when you crush it like this, again, don't heap it and keep it like this. Put it in sacks, because now this one you cannot bale it. Put in sacks, the same way they are doing there. After putting it on sacks, then take it to the storage facility. I mean what we call a hay barn. Put them up, even if you pile them, but in between them, air will pass somehow, somewhere. And it shouldn't be on the ground. It should be somewhere elevated, so that it can have enough air penetration and it can remain. And don't mix water, it should be dry. Don't mix water. The moment you mix water, then it will again become like the other thing. So storage, if you're keeping pasture, bale it. And before you bale it, make sure it is dry. How do we dry this pasture? We cut it, then leave it in the garden for at least 1, 2, or 3 days, depending on how much sunshine there is. If there is a lot of sunshine, use 1 day. If there is the same sunshine you're seeing here, use 2 days or 3 days, and then bale it. Because when we are cutting, we cut and bale and throw. We leave it like that. That is why you see it is dry, very dry, but again, green. It is not yellow. And usually, it is not yellow or it is not brown. So this means it has just lost water, unnecessary water, because goats will take water, but it has what we call its 100. Actually, the concentration of its nutrients has increased. Here, if the protein was 32 in fresh, now it is about 48. It has increased the moment you keep it. That is why I'm telling you, dry matter is the best as long as you keep it very, very well. Keep your pasture very well, and thank you, Platform Africa, later. YPA Goats is the reason we are here to give you a motivation. We want you to become better than we are. We are the leading goat farmers in East Africa, and in case you didn't know, just use your Google very well. You'll find out who Youth Platform Africa we are. We are the #1 leading goat farmers in East Africa. Use our knowledge and become the second best.
That's all for today, folks. Thank you so much for watching. Keep scanning that QR code on your screen and let's keep the conversation flowing. We cannot do this entirely without you. So do share your ideas, firms and enterprises that you would want us to explore, and we'll get right onto it. Stick around for news updates on NTV Weekend Edition. Good night and see you next week.